Dear friends, welcome to another video of Fathoming Mind. In today's video, we are going to discuss about fear and insecurity. So most often we feel fear and insecurity in our life. Different situations are causing fear and insecurity in our life. So what is the root of this fear and insecurity? That is what we are going to analyze. So if you are just going through the road, whether you are a powerful person or powerless person, whether you are a person with money or without money, you see a barking dog is coming against you, barking and coming, okay, with its fear, with its ferocious face. Of course, we will feel fear, whatever powerful person or powerless person or money person or moneyless person, it's not the matter. I will feel fear about that situation when the dog is approaching me against me, to barking and coming to bite. So this is a biological fear. So the sympathetic system is activated and more adrenaline is produced during in that situation. So it is a fear and it says fearful situation, a fight or flight situation. Somehow we have to escape from that. Anybody should escape from this situation. So it's a physical fear. It's a purely biological, and the sympathetic system gets activated when it goes when the stressor is reduced. It comes to the normalcy or the normal situation. So that is not the fear what we are going to discuss here. We are going to discuss more about the psychological fear, where this psychological fear is coming from. The psychological fear can come from within the person as well as from the society. Anyway, it has got some root inside the person, this psychological fear. So if you can take the example of the society, okay, we can take the example of the society. The society is having collection of families, different families are there, or collection of individuals. So individuals make family and family make the society. So there different families are there, and different families have got not in an equal financial status in the society, we can see. The families have got different financial status and they are functioning on that. They are rich family, poor family, middle class family, and different families are there in the society, isn't it? So why these families are unequal or in proportionate? Because the achievement level of the people are different and they are doing different type of achievements in their life. Some people become rich easily, some people do not become rich easily. What happens here? People automatically make a comparison. The people who are poor, who don't have that much money compared to the rich people, they make a comparison that they don't have money, and what will happen in the future. How can I do my daily activities? How can I complete the studies of my children? And so many type of fears are there inside the mind of the people. So that is a family fear, or the fear between the families. It happens out of a comparison, and it is a disproportion in the society. Then we can take the another example. If we go to the school, the children, this fear is continuing in the school also. Children are comparing with themselves, especially about their abilities. The teachers are also, or the parents are also creating that situation in which the children compare with each other about their abilities, skills and things like that. Nowadays the situation is changing, but still it is continuing there. So the children are comparing about their abilities. I am not good at this, I am bad at that, I am like that, and they make a labels like that. It is happening in the school. Even with about the financial status also, some children say that their father is such and such a person, mother is such and such a person, they have got such a wealth at home, and they boast about these things. So the poor children feel very bad about that. So these kind of comparisons are often very much happening in the society, we can see, and out of that people feel fearful and they want to fill their insufficiency with that. Another situation, if you are going to a job place or a workplace, the managers are want to improve the performance or the efficiency of their employees, so they give a lot of deadlines and they give a lot of awards for the employees, those who are doing well and those who are not doing well. So they say to some people that they have to improve their performance and things like that. So employees who hear that, they think that manager is something, he is the one and only person, so we have to improve our skills and things like that. So these different situations are creating the fears, the psychological fears in the. So I told us few examples. There are so many other examples. The ultimate fear is actually the fear of death. The fear of death every person is carrying within himself. Okay, so many psychologists or philosophers are saying about that one day I will die. It is a fact, isn't it? But we know that we have come to this earth without our permission. We are all going from this earth also without our or anybody's permission, isn't it? Okay, so there is no cause in developing these kind of fears within ourselves, but we are developing different type of fears and insecurities in our life about people, about the situations, about other people, what they will think about us, what others are thinking about us, what is the problem for us. It's their matter, isn't it? It doesn't depend on us, isn't it? No. So they will think this way, that way, but the whole society is based upon this fear factor or a fear principle. So they are, by fear only they are making others to follow the rules and regulation. By fear only the people are doing so many things in the society. They are keeping themselves away from crime, they are keeping themselves away from so many other factors, or no, they are doing a disciplined society. This also, when it happens out of a fear, it becomes all the more insecure. So this insecurity is experienced by the people inside their minds. Some kind of insecurities, some kind of fears are going on in their mind, even when they are living in family, when they are living in the society, when they are living in the workplace. Everywhere this fear is grasping the people, isn't it? So how can we avoid these fears? So it needs an introspection, not only the self-introspection, but also a societal introspection, which includes also the society. So man is the result of the millions of years of generation, isn't it? Now we are carrying the thinking patterns of the generations of people like that, isn't it? We have a long hereditary factor like that, isn't it? Okay. So here the fear is carried through these generations. So we have to think about that. We have to think about our cultural, religious, social factors which are creating the fear, and which makes a fearful society sometimes, at least. Isn't it? Even though the situations are changing, and a lot of situations are changing, but still the fear is going on within the people, and through fear people are trying to control the society. We have heard about the example of Hitler, who have controlled the society by using the fear, isn't it? Or the kings or other people by using the fear. So even now also are the people using the fear and controlling the society. So if they are using the fear and controlling the society, what happens? They are also will be afraid. They also have to be afraid. So the people who are getting aggressive to others, the people who are becoming, always nagging and complaining and things like that, they have some kind of insecurity or the fearful feelings underlying them. So they have to analyze and understand. They have to do the self-introspection and go into their own self and understand why I am becoming aggressive. So this when I am trying to make others fearful, do I have this fear deep inside of me? So I have to understand the reasons. Sometimes some people might have misbehaved with that person, or that person must have received a cruel treatment in the childhood, so it will have a past. So when a person is going inside that and analyzing the person, and should be able to also accept that, then his behavior can be corrected, and he can also deal with equanimity of mind in the society. So equanimity of mind is very important in the society when we deal with other people, to improve our relationship, than creating the fear and insecurity in others. To understand that, we have to go into ourselves, deep into ourselves, what are the reasons for the fear inside me, and also we have to go into the cultural and religious and other factors, whether there is a factor of fear. If there is a factor of fear, if the society is trying to control others with the fear, let us also try to think in other way. Let us also show avoid all the labels, and at least sometimes be ourselves to people. At least in a day, at least half an hour, let us try to be ourselves in our life. That will help us to avoid the fear in the society, and it will make others to mingle with us with a very free mind. So a free minded society can do the creative or the productive work than a fearful society. So let us do the self analysis, let us do also a collective analysis to avoid fear from the psychological fear and insecurity from the society, and build a very good society and self. Thank you, dear friends.